Hey, it's the Fort Worth Playboy.
And my Playboys Bunny.
And welcome to our podcast where we discuss pickup, game, relationships, and
Sex.
And today's topic, controversial, is spotting overweight women online.
Yeah.
And this means social media, whatever they send you into text.
Yeah.
And dating apps. And the dating apps is where most of this occurs. But it can happen.
Oh, I think
good.
you see it most on social media.
And that's
because they never know who might be watching and orbiting.
Good point. And I've got three things here. Mm-hmm. And there's probably a fourth with the filters, which you would know more. I mean, because I don't know anything. And I'm still shocked.
I have so much fun taking Fort Worth through filters on Snapchat and TikTok and all of the things that completely change the way you look.
So if you're newly divorced and you're just getting back out there, a lot of this stuff you don't know about.
Right.
So there's three things that I would suggest that you start looking for when you're looking at online profiles. And it won't take long because you're going to see tens of thousands of photographs and you'll start seeing patterns.
Yeah.
But as soon as this becomes automatic, it'll help you sift through. What we're doing is we're not telling you not to, message these girls. We're saying that if dating overweight girls, we want to reduce your downtime. Like you start talking to a girl and you invest time into her, and then she's 300 pounds. She looks nothing like her pictures.
Right.
Because they've all been, down angle.
Right.
Or camouflage. And so, three things. No full body pics.
Right.
Because girls know to go towards their strengths. And they know most girls are fat.
Yeah.
Therefore, if they're not fat, you'll see at least one full body pic.
Yeah.
And we've talked about this. So, there's always an exception to the rule. And I don't want these guys to get... You didn't have any full body
I didn't have any full body pictures in my dating profile.
It's this one anomaly. I know. Yeah, and I still reached out. I don't know. Maybe it's the face.
But again, I guess because I've never had a weight problem, I've never thought about it. And so therefore, I thought, well, of course, I already look thin in my pictures. I know I'm thin. I never thought anything of it.
Exactly. But Bunny is the exception. She's built like a porn star. So, and like she says, weight has never been an issue. But that's very, very,
it was
very
just not on my
rare.
Radar.
No, this is an anomaly, and the anomaly proves the rule. In this case, this is 1 in a million because most overweight girls will not have any full body pics.
Yeah.
Girls that are thin get twice the response rate. Overweight girls are hoping 9 times out of 10 that you'll show up and ignore the weight.
Tell about the research that you just came across.
Okay, so
it's so good.
I was looking for some pictures to use in these examples, but a girl who was a size thin 10, which is not thin, but it's thin for her.
But if she's tall,
yeah,
I mean that.
Yeah,
could be
she
pretty,
has a big frame.
Yeah.
So she's a size 10, and at this moment she's a size 18. So she said, "I'm going to compare these to." She's a writer. And I'm going to experiment. I'm going to run this for 7 days. The exact same profile on OkCupid, one with my thin pictures and one with my current pictures.
Thick pictures,
yeah. And then see what the outcome was. And she had literally, to the number, double the responses. It was like something like 400 or 500 for her thin picture and maybe 200, 250. There was no difference in the men.
Right.
Sometimes it was the same men.
Oh, I could see that.
You know what I mean? Because you literally see so many.
Yeah.
I'm surprised nobody picked up on it. But she said the quality of the men was the same.
Yeah.
It's just literally she had double the hit rate on the thin pictures.
I believe it. Well, like we've talked about, guys are looking for your ability to... They know that you're going to gain a little bit of weight when you have children generally. They know that, the younger you are, the more thin and in shape you are. So they know that things like aging, children, marriage, that all of these things pack on are good for 5 to 10 pounds a piece, at least, to start. And so if you're already overweight to begin with, you're starting behind the 8 ball.
And the American eye is so skewed now because
Ooh.
your average woman, your average girl in the U.S. is 5'4" and 170 pounds. She's
God.
about 50 pounds overweight.
Yeah.
Which means what you guys see, if a girl looks like she needs to lose some weight, she's usually 30 to 50 pounds overweight.
Right.
And we're in fitness and we do personal training. Literally, we've helped people lose tens of thousands of pounds over the years.
Yeah.
So this is something we're a little bit more experts on than your average dating.
Mm-hmm.
We see this and we know what this looks like. The number 2 thing to look for beyond just no full body pics is if they do have pics, they're all high angle.
Yes.
And some girls have a good side and they'll take a picture from that good. You'll start saying, all these pictures look alike. But if they're also all high angle, which means they got the hand up in the air and they're looking up at the camera.
Yes.
And it's shooting down their chest and all you get is shoulders and chest and face, you can be guaranteed she's carrying more weight. And
everyone looks better from that angle.
It's absolutely ridiculous how much weight you can hide. And there's been some examples put out there where girls that were like 350, 400 pounds look thin.
Yeah.
Thin as normal as can be in their pictures, and they zoom out and the girl is as big as a refrigerator.
Right.
You're just like, holy shit.
Well, even if the angle is enough or zoomed out enough to where you actually see the hips and legs kind of area, it's so much smaller in the background than the boobs and the filtered face are in the foreground, that they still look small.
Exactly. And the question is, if you really want to discern, is can you see her collarbones?
Yes.
Thin girls or fit girls, you'll be able to see their collarbones. If they're carrying too much body fat, they're covered.
Yeah.
Everything's just smooth. But it's one way to kind of discern, what am I looking at? And every picture quite often, and they can usually post 6 to 10, every picture will be high angle.
Yeah.
And then the third is camouflaging weight. And a mom that was a client of mine, she said, I'm so sick of family pictures either not being in them.
Yeah.
Or she said, I always have a child in my lap.
Yeah.
To literally cover myself up.
They always hide behind
someone.
A piece of furniture,
Yeah.
a human. They hide behind something if they're
Exactly.
insecure or overweight.
Yeah, they know, and they don't want to get out there. If you see pool pics, they're always in the water up to their shoulders.
Yeah.
And the closest you can get to like a sexy overweight picture is where they're laying on their stomach. They're shooting face, shoulders, tits always look good.
Yeah.
And maybe their bottom again, where Bunny says their waist and butt look small.
Yes.
Because of the perspective.
It's true. No girls look bad in that position.
No, everything. It's probably the best. What would you say? Sexy pose.
Yeah.
Every girl can get away with.
Yeah. Laying on your belly on the bed with your,
You get to see the face.
Yeah.
Yeah, like half the face.
And it's still that high angle, essentially.
You're just moving the whole thing over.
Yeah.
Yeah. And then Bunny knows the filters are
huge.
I don't believe anything I see anymore.
No, well, that's fair. Between AI and just the filters, it's astounding the difference that filters make. Fort Worth likes to say that he always thought that it was just all editing after the fact, but it's filters that are either in the apps or on the cameras to begin with in some phones that is called a beauty filter, and it literally thins the jaw, it widens the eyes, it smooths out fine lines, wrinkles, bags under your eyes, it smooths all that out, it smooths jowls out. What's interesting is that some are better about catching the neck, but most have not filtered that far. So a big tell with these filtered pictures is looking at the neck and the chest and that will tell you what really you're looking at, because they will be a little bit less taut. They will be more freckled. You know, you can see the sun damage on the ladies and their necks and chest. And so those are a good thing to look at to kind of discern whether you're looking at a heavily filtered photograph or not.
And the filters on the face facial changes is a whole different video.
Yeah.
I mean, what is going on now and what you see. I mean, you're probably going to see more guys going, yeah, she looked similar, sort of,
yeah,
to her pictures, but I wasn't sure it was the same girl.
It is shocking.
Yeah, it's
like her hotter older sister or hotter younger sister.
Yeah, it's uncanny.
It's very strange. And the biggest misnomer is these girls actually look at this filtered image so frequently that they genuinely don't think they look like they actually look. They think they look like the filtered version.
And that's what I didn't understand until recently. I always thought any filtering was done after the picture was taken.
Yeah.
And then she demonstrated and she showed me where when you're looking through the lens or you're looking at your image live, it's filtered already. And I was like, that would seriously mess with a girl's head.
Yeah. So this is why, you know, what 4s in person or 9s online and things like that. I mean, because most of what you see on social media and dating apps are filtered images, along with all these other camouflaging ways of making themselves look more attractive online. You've also got the filters working against you as the men. And
it's funny because once you kind of know, when you see girls that are still taking like unfiltered or candid
pictures,
they
look terrible. They look awful.
Which you kind of, I guess, if you see our reaction, because we both, I mean, like, we have monitors that face each other, and you'll hear one of us yelp and go, "Oh my God!" And it's like, what is going on? Oh, it's
just a woman my
age. It's a bad picture. Yeah, just a woman in her 40s. Oh my God! but it's not fair. But our brains are starting to get used to these filtered images.
And I would say in person, we don't have that kind of reaction.
No.
Because we are used to the way that people look live.
Yeah.
It's when we see so many images, because we see so many images online,
or
that it throws the eye.
We have people that we do business with, and we'll try to do some background, and we meet them, then we try to do background, and we can't find anybody that goes by that name that looks like them.
Right.
Because their pictures, I mean, even Bunny's brought me around and said, "Hey, look at this. Who is this?"
Yeah.
And I'm like, I don't know. She's like, you meet her every 3 days.
We see her 3 times a week.
That's
but
nuts.
when the person
it's
we
nuts.
see live in the gym at 6 a.m.
absolutely insane.
Without makeup and without filters is not the same human being you see online at all.
That is not the same person.
You would never recognize these people.
And we love our people, but you're just like, it's crazy.
It is crazy.
So anyways, that's what you guys are up against.
But this is a good way to pick out and read between the lines of what you're seeing in images, whether it's online dating or online in social media accounts. Or like you said, the pictures that girls are sending you, you know, in the DMs. We want you to win. If you like this podcast, please like, subscribe, check the comment section down below, or the caption section down below. If you see one of our products that you don't have yet that you really, really need, we invite you to purchase it. We put a lot of love and effort into the books that we write, and we write them because they're the topics that you guys want to know about. So if there's something that you want to know about, we've probably written on it. So thank you so much for stopping by today. We want you to win. Bye!